I made over 150 sales in the last 12 days on Etsy. And after looking at hundreds of shops and doing several reviews for my students, I found there are common places where new Etsy sellers make a huge mistake in regards to making sales on Etsy. And I want to share with you 6 things that could possibly be hindering your shop from making sales. And if you stay to the end of the video, I'll share with you one step that many people miss that if you get right, it can help you make sales even with a few products. I want to share this all with you coming up next. All right, so here's the honest truth of why you are not making sales on Etsy. And the first one is this, is that you haven't settled on a product you want to sell. I cannot tell you how many students I have reviews and shops that I went into have several products they're selling, either be coffee mugs, tumblers, digital tumbler wraps, it could be stickers, it could be planners. However, when you are trying to sell on Etsy, you definitely want to make sure that you focus on one particular product to sell, because this is going to benefit you in several ways. Number one, is going to help you learn what type of things you need to design yourself. When you're able to focus on one particular product category, it's going to help you focus on top trending designs you need to create yourself, so you know how to bring in new designs that can sell extremely well. All right, so the next reason why you're probably not making sales on your Etsy shop is because you're designing before you conduct product research, right? I'm a huge fan of doing product research before I create anything, because I need to make sure that the data is leading my designs, right? If I'm just creating things based upon what I like and not based upon the popular nows, the best sellers, or looking at top shops to see what they're doing, then I will be designing in the dark. Remember, the design is not for us, right? The product is not for us. The product is for the shopper, it's for the customer that's looking for a specific design. And so if you're just creating things without doing product research, you're just going to be creating hundreds of products, maybe even thousands of products that's just simply not going to make sales. So you have to make sure you are doing product research before you design your product. Ways you can also make sales on Etsy when you are designing your product is think about selling something that may not be a t-shirt and may not be a sweatshirt. If you jump on Printify, they have a lot of things you can sell. And what I have found is that sometimes these designs can work extremely well in other categories. They have a ton of things to choose, just not your regular t-shirts and your sweatshirts, but they have things like coffee mugs. They have things like tumbler wraps. They have things like ornaments that you can put these designs on and sell even further. And I have seen shops that have taken a variation of a design and then put it on a different product. There are a lot of things you can do to start selling these products, even if they are found in other product categories. Just simply put them over into a different category and start selling there. And you will be surprised at the amount of sales you can make just by simply taking a design over into a new space and start making sales in that area. Printify is great to use because they have a easy, seamless connection with Etsy. Therefore, if you get a sale on Etsy, it comes straight over to Printify and they take care of all the hard work for you. They print it and ship it out so that you can simply design products and start earning sales. Now again, Printify was so kind to give my audience a discount code to utilize their Printify premium version. This is able to give you a major discount on all products sold. If I do go to t-shirts, you can see that the standard price starts off at $8.61, but with Printify Premium, you get it for $6.33 starting off. And this is really for anything you sell online with Printify. So if you do want to use Printify Premium, I have a discount code below to get 30 days absolutely for free. But even if you don't use Printify Premium, you can still get access to all of these products utilizing the Printify free version here, where you're still able to sell all these things we talked about in today's video. Again, I make sure I leave all the details down in my description box below for you to learn more about this and to see if it's best for your print-on-demand business. Now, I know the tendency might be, hey, once I found a top-selling product, a best-selling product, then obviously that one's doing well, right? Let me copy that product. But this could also be a reason why you don't have any sales, right? Because if you're just simply copying other listings without offering something new, then you're not going to make sales as well, right? The goal here is to definitely look at top shops, best-selling products, popular nows, but provide something new into the marketplace that you know can sell well. The reason why we look at these top shops and best-selling products is to learn what the customer wants and then provide something new that is in line with what they already desire. So think about it like this: if you simply copy this product here, there's already a product that's selling well just like it. There's already a product that has a lot of reviews, a lot of sales, and it's going to rank much higher in search because it has all this Etsy interaction. And if you simply copy that listing, then what are you offering different from the one that's already there? If a customer sees this top product that has a best sellers badge or popular now and has a lot of reviews, the customer will probably go with the one that's already been purchased and been verified from other shoppers. However, if you go into these listings and see what is doing well, either it's the font or maybe it's the color style or it's the phrase, and then you look at multiple best-selling listings, then you're able to learn from each of them and then pull out something of your own to create something new, but still stay within the areas that you know are working well. So again, if you're simply copying listings, you're not going to make sales. The best way to do this is to look at the top listings and do something I call trend merge. Now, I have a separate training where I share with you how to trend merge designs and actually create best-selling products. This is actually one of the steps in my super simple guide to Etsy sales, where I share with you my step-by-step process of making multiple sales on Etsy on a daily basis. I also provide detailed video lessons where I share with you how to fix these common mistakes like designing products or copying products from other listings. If you want to get my super simple guide to Etsy sales, simply put in the comment section below the word sales, and I'll share with you this guide that is filled with a ton of practical steps, as well as 4 exclusive training videos where I go even deeper into how to make sales on Etsy. So again, put in the comment section below the word sales, and I'll make sure I send this over to you today. All right, so my next step is kind of like what we already talked about, but it's more so people who are copying titles without targeting a micro niche yourself. Now, when I talk about a micro niche audience, I'm talking about a small group of people that are looking to purchase a specific product. And what I have found in my time selling on Etsy is that sales are made in the specifics, right? If you try to be too broad, then you're not going to make any sales. You want to focus on that specific micro niche audience. The problem, however, is that people are copying titles and then creating designs that are not even connected with each other. Again, the goal here is to design products that people want to purchase and then use titles that's related to that micro niche audience so that the design and the product marry well together. So if you're designing a product and then you're randomly copying titles from other people's listings, those titles may not even be reflective of what your product is. Remember, Etsy is a search-based platform. People will find you based upon the keywords you have in your title. We definitely want to make sure that when we do our research, we just not do product research, but we also figure out what is this micro niche audience typing in to land on these products? What are these top listings using in their title? And how can I learn from all of them to create a brand new title that can attract more of that micro niche audience? Again, just copying titles is almost as worse as just copying designs. You want to be specific in the first line of your title and really think about what is your design, who is the target audience, and what micro niche key phrase is your audience typing in that you can actually pull in your title. Again, it's all about learning just not designs, but also understanding your keywords for that specific design you need to put in your title. Now, you could be doing all these steps, right? You could be doing product research. You could be creating amazing titles. You could have all this data in front of you. However, what I have found when I have done multiple Etsy shop audits and reviews is that your mockups aren't competitive in Etsy search results. Remember, you're competing with hundreds and even thousands of listings. And these top shops spend a lot of time creating a high quality mockup photo. And more specifically, your first image, which is your thumbnail image. It is the only window into your shop. So if you're simply using the generic mockups that come from maybe Printify, or you're utilizing some of those mockups that come in a bundle and you're not doing research on what are these top shops using for their mockups, what color style are they using for their product, what layout are they using for their t-shirt, their sweatshirt, what angle are they using for their planners or their tumbler wraps or their coffee mugs. See, all these things play a role in someone clicking on your listing. Again, the goal here is to use mockups that stop the scroll and definitely earn the click so that your customer or your potential customer can learn more about your listing and purchase your product. Now, one easy way I have found to stand out above the rest of the competition is just simply put some type of text on your mockups. This is an easy way for you to stop the scroll because many Etsy sellers are not even using text on their mockups, especially that first thumbnail image. However, the purpose of the text on screen is to communicate a value point that your customer wants to know, or at least want to be confirmed that they know. For instance, if you're offering a personalized sweatshirt or a personalized t-shirt, right? Yes, it's probably very clear that the product is a personalized item, but if you simply put in the mock-up in text form, personalization offered, then that just confirms for that customer, yes, this is the product I want to have. And so this can be done for any product that you're selling. Find the top value point and communicate that value point in your thumbnail image, and really do it for all of your mockup images. This is what I teach my students. They have made sales doing the same process, and I know you can do the same thing today. All right, so those are the 6 things that's going to help your shop get a whole lot better in regards to sales. But I talked about this bonus feature that a lot of people miss, and it's about having a launching strategy, right? If you're just listing products and then you're just leaving it there, you're missing out on potential sales that can grow your Etsy shop without having a ton of listings. And one of the strategies you need to have when you're listing your product is the 24-hour sale. Now, this 24-hour sale can be easily turned on in your Etsy dashboard. When you run 24-hour sales, you get so many benefits that's going to help even further convert that shopper into your customer. And one of the main things you get is all these indicators that your product needs to be clicked on. You get, number one, a highlighted green number here that showcases that your product is on sale. You see this not just in the Etsy search, but also when you head over to your listing. But you also get a timer if you run a 24-hour sale. I cannot tell you how many times I turned my listings on a 24-hour sale, and literally within minutes, people are actually purchasing my product. It's because that when there is a timer, there's a sense of urgency, right? So if you're just simply listing products without having a launching strategy, you could be missing out on a ton of sales online. And in my super simple guide to Etsy sales, I have multiple steps that you need to take to launch your product well. And so again, if you want to get access to my super simple guide to Etsy sales, where I share with you all these steps that I take to get daily sales and 4 exclusive videos where I share with you click by click and step by step what you need to do to get sales on your Etsy shop, simply put in the comment section below the word sales, and I'll make sure I send that over to you today. Now, if you want to check out another great step to take if you're creating products, then check out this next video here where I share with you top prompts you can use to create amazing AI designs for your Etsy business. And subscribe to my channel to learn more about how to make income online with Etsy. As always, my friends, my name is Jay, and I will see you in the next video.